Hello, this is Lisa from Happy Stamp, and today we're going to be making this thank you card. I cased this from Kate Kaltoff, I believe it was. The only thing is I made it into a thank you card instead of a Merry Christmas card. So it is I'm using 3 different stamp sets. Flurry of Wishes, All Things Thanks, I'm using this Thanks for Everything, and then Hug in a Mug. Now, Hug in a Mug is the only one that this one expires at the end of, no, on January 2nd, I believe it is. So if you want that stamp set, get it soon. And let's get started with this Thanksgiving card. All right, there are several layers on this card, so I wrote all of the measurements on some Post-it notes. You are going to need 2 pieces of Whisper White that are 2 3/4 by 3 1/4, and you're going to need 2 of those. 2 pieces of Real Red that measure 3 by 3 1/2, 2 pieces. 1 piece of Garden Green that is 3 1/4 by 3 3/4. 1 piece of Whisper White that is 3 3/4 by 5. A piece of Real Red that is 5 1/2 by 6 1/4, and you're going to score that at 2 1/2. And then a piece of Garden Green that is 5 1/4 by 8, and you're going to score that at 4. All right, so we'll get to the scoring here. We'll score this, fold this one, and use our bone folder and get a good crease on that. The Real Red, we will also give that a good crease with our bone folder. All right, I'm going to bring in my stamping mat. I'm just going to put that under my piece of paper here, my grid sheet, because I'm going to be stamping on this, and I'm going to be stamping off. So I want to make sure that I have something underneath. I'm using these 2 snowflakes from Flurry of Wishes, and we'll put that on a block. And what you're going to be stamping on, what you would think would be the back side. So this is the front side of the card, like this. Normally, you're going to turn it over. The fold is going to be on the right-hand side, and you're going to stamp off on that side. So I'm going to take some Garden Green. Get that good and inked up. I need to re-ink my Garden Green. I used it a lot this season. All right, so you're just going to start by covering the whole back side of this piece of Garden Green, and you're just going to rotate it. Make sure you get all your snowflakes filled in nicely. So we're going to make sure that we stamp off. The middle doesn't matter so much because it's not going to be seen. But I still like to make sure that it's stamped nicely. Randomly stamp here. Turning my stamp and my paper. Alright, then I think I'm going to put one more right here and call it a day. Alright, there we go. Alright, I'm going to take this out for a second. I'm going to need it back, but for a second I'm going to take it out. I'm going to bring in my piece of Whisper White that is 3 1/4 by 5. 3 3/4 by 5. And I'm going to bring in the stamp set that says All Things Thanks, and I'm using this big one here. Put that on a block. I'm using my Memento Tuxedo Black. Make sure that's good and covered. And this is going to go right in the middle. Maybe up towards the top, just a little more than the middle. All right. So this piece is going to go right in the middle here. Okay, so we can take our fast fuse, or you can use your snail. And this is going to go right in the middle of the green. Trying to leave an even border on all 4 sides. And then this is going to go in the middle of the red. Right here. Also trying to leave an even border on all 4 sides. All right. Okay, so it's going to go just like that. All right, so we will take our piece of garden green, one of the pieces of real red, and those two can be glued together. Again, leaving an even border on all 4 sides. All right, so we're going to take one of the pieces of Whisper White, bringing in the stamp site, A Hug and a Mug, and I'm going to use the sentiment that says hot chocolate is like a hug and a mug, and then this little mug here, and I'm going to put them on a block together. So we'll get that lined up so that it's straight. And then this one will go right on top. Okay, and then we're going to bring in our Tuxedo Memento Black again. Alright, I'm going to bring in my stamping mat. Oh, it doesn't need to go under there because I'm not stamping off. Okay, so we'll get that on there. This is going to go right in the middle. Make sure you get it all, but don't rock. All right. Now we're going to bring in this little piece right here, and that's going to be the filler for our mug. So we'll put that on there, and I'm going to bring in my garden green again. Let's see if I can do this on camera here. I got it off a little bit. Not too bad. All right, and I am going to double stamp it because I liked it a little bit darker. All right, there we go. Okay, so this can go on this layer right here. Got something on there, but I don't want to smear my ink. All right, so this can go on top of the red and green layer, and I'm going to use fast fuse for this. So that can go right in the middle. Okay, and then we'll bring in our card here. Oh, I forgot to do something. One more stamp, and this should have been done before we attached it. In case I mess up, hopefully I won't. I want to bring in the little marshmallows. So bring in the little marshmallows. Those will go right on the top of our mug there. All right, whew, there we go. All right, now this can go on the front of our card, and we only want to put adhesive on this side right here. So if you put it on the whole card, it's going to close your card, and you're not going to be able to open it. There we go. All right, and then with our other piece of Whisper White, bring in my stamping mat again. And this one, we're going to use the other sentiment that says, "You warm my heart." That on there, and use the memento again. All right. And then one more little thing is I'm going to use this little heart right here. And my other little teeny block here. And my black ink again. And that's going to go right above. Right there. And then I'm going to take my real red marker, and I'm just going to color that in real quick. All right. And then that's going to go on our other piece of real red. in the middle. And then we will turn this over and we're going to add some of the Tombow. And the way you can get this centered, you're going to take your card, you're going to open it up, you're going to set this right inside here, glue side up, get it straight in there. And then we're just going to close that right on top. Okay. There we go. And then there you have it. So hot chocolate is like a hug in a mug. You warm my heart. Thanks for everything. All right, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave me a comment below. I'll be happy to answer them. All supplies can be purchased through my online store at www.happystamp.stampinup.net. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.